privacy.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, their start of the season can only be described as outstanding. Fans and the coaching staff and the players, too, have to be pleased with how their team and overall gameplay has been coming together. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you 20% basketball, 80% life.
Triple OC, 80-20. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to be here with you two guys. It's very deep. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Thanks, homie.
The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors in their last game, a loss to Sacramento.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Steph Curry's out there with Barbosa, and it's Barnes in at the three. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
That one goes. Count. Curry with it. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Now the dish to Bogut. He kicks it to Barbosa. Bogut sends a screen for Barbosa. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Barbosa. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Conley kicks to Gay. From down in the low post, it goes. Gay's got his first points in this one. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Conley against Curry. Feeds to Barnes. Screen by Bogut. Off the pick. That one a little long.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Mitchell. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Here's Favors. No luck. And Golden State will come the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play. Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Curry kicks to Bogut. Pass to Curry. Six to shoot. An easy layup after coming off the pit. Curry's got 5 now.
How about Bogut doing a good job setting that screen?
Favors with the screen. Conley into the lane. Outside Favors. Gay against Barnes from 12 feet out. Barnes grabs the miss. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. He feeds it to Green. He dishes it to Curry. Beyond the arc. The shot will not go. Some solid defense from Gay. Utah leading. Well, now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Curry after the basket by Utah. Passes it to Barbosa. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Now that's how they finish the break. Throw down with
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Green with a screen on Gay. Green, the screen. On its way from Barbosa for 2. And the Warriors miss again.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here is Favors. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Curry against Gay. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Mitchell's got 8 points. Going over some of the quickest players in the league, you think about Mike Conley and Clark. What sets him apart is that he's always under control, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he takes great care of the basketball, uses the change of speed and hesitation moves to get where he wants to go, and he's masterful in getting into the lane and finishes with both hands.
And here is Conley after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And it's Conley penetrating. The pass to Mitchell. The tray. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 7.
You know, Mike's such a gifted decision maker with the basketball. Deadly in the pick and roll. A threat to pass, shoot, or finish inside. And how about that teardrop that he's perfected, able to finish with either hand. Just a terrific strength of his game.
And so it's Utah here with the ball after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
And, you know, if you think about Mike Conley, some of the similarities to Tony Parker. I mean, they both present that tremendous quickness and balance between scoring and passing. Both are also terrific finishers in the paint. And look, they started at opposite ends. Parker more of a scorer, Conley more of a passer, but now I see a lot of overlap as their games have evolved.
Okay, gentlemen, true shots. True shots.
That one is off.
Really an extraordinary game for Silk. He's already got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. And he's good on the second. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Bogut. Iguodala, the pass to Bogut. Back to Iguodala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot off the pick. And good on the basket. Book it.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Here's Ingles after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. And that one's good by Favors. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Curry dishes to Bogut. Conley kicks to Favors. The feed to Ingles. Back to Favors. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now here is Conley. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ingles. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Conley, the pass to Gay. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A different look for Utah. Lyles check in for Favors. Bogdanovich comes in for Mitchell. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. West comes in for Green. And Porter subbed in for Harrison Barnes. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Curry. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Warriors trail by 10. Iguodala left side. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
And, you know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Picked by West. The jump hook misses off the left iron.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
It's Porter outside. That drops. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Jazz leading by 7. Clarkson kicks to Gay. Dishes to Ingles. Unloads from 13. The Warriors pull it in.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
West dishes to Curry. Back to West. Iguodala the pass to Porter. That 3 off the mark. Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Clarkson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Here's Ingles, guarded by Porter. Ingles can't get it to go.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Here's Ingles. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Shot's good by Clarkson.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Warriors trail by 9. Outside Curry. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. Another miss by Curry. The Jazz shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one, 57% from the field. Gay with it, now guarded by Porter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be an Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Trey Burks checked in for Joe Ingles. Warriors on D. They trail by 9 points. Now Gay really struggled in the loss against New Orleans. Shot clock at 2. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Gay's got 8 points.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Jazz leading by 8. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
Warriors trail by 8. So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Porter is out there with Barbosa, and it's Bogut in at the center position. Now here's Barnes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Barbosa's shot is off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And here are the Warriors now, following the three-pointer by Utah. Green, the screen. Barnes kicks to Porter, lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Utah leading by 11.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Here's Mitchell, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. As we're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
To the left wing, plenty of space, and still gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Mike Conley's checked in for the Jazz. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Barbosa dishes to Porter. Green, the screen. And here is Barbosa. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Clock at 6, to the wing on the left. The three from Barnes. And the Warriors get it back. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
First free throw is good. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Now here is Barbosa. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now here's Barnes. He's covered closely. Good.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Okay now, Conley.
Conley with it. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Ingles. The shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. And their journey is just getting started. That'll be the second of 7 straight on the road.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Porter. Bogut the pass to Barnes. Green in the post. From 8. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Green's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. Pass to Mitchell. That's tipped. And there's Porter on the assist by Bogut. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Ingles. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Now here is Barbosa. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Barnes against Conley. Favors sets the pick for Conley. Now the dish to Favors. Shot clock at 3. And it's Mitchell missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Barbosa with it. Conley picks him up. Barbosa kicks to Bogut. Screen by Bogut. Here's Green, and another basket for Golden State.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Jazz leading by 7.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Barbosa against Conley. Porter dishes to Green. Barnes kicks to Barbosa. Bogut against Gobert. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Green, no luck.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Favors with the screen. Here's Ingles, and there's another one for the Jazz.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. Barbosa for 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
He kicks to Mitchell. From 12 feet out. And Utah again with the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here is Porter. He's got 5. Green, the screen. Porter passes to Green. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
That's good from Green.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
And both free throws good for Green.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. They get the rebound. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Spates.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
They set the pick. Ingles passes to Lyles. Feeds it to Ingles. Gay with no one around. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Porter for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
It's Gay on the way. With the fadeaway. Another miss by Gay.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Jazz leading by 9. Conley kicks to Gay. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Porter. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. And for the Warriors, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Curry gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Ingles. And right now, he's averaging about 7 points a game. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Sinks the three-pointer. Clarkson's got 7.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Curry dishes to Iguodala. Outside, Green. Curry kicks to Spates. Stolen. Now here is Conley. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Clarkson. Drops in the layup for 2. And now a 12-point Utah lead.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
To the wing on the left. It's Porter outside. Conley grabs the miss. Now what a second half of the season it was for the Jazz. After the All-Star break, they went on a rampage.
And the catalyst for that was the defense. I mean, very few opponents got to triple digits against the Jazz after the All-Star break.
Really left alone that time. Clarkson's got the lead up to 14 now for Utah.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
1:21 left in the first half. Curry passes to Spates. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Spates has got 4 this quarter.
And for the Jazz and their defense post-All-Star break, it helped them in their big second-half run. How about a 422 field goal percentage against after the break?
That's good. That's 10 points for Gay.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Curry. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And, you know, you were talking about the field goal percentage against for the Jazz. It was the third best in the league after the All-Star break. That's field goal percentage defense. They allowed the fewest points in the NBA after the break as well.
And here's Gay after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Gay with it, now guarded by Porter. Ingles misses off the right iron.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Green with a screen for Iguodala. Stolen by Clarkson. And now Conley running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. Conley's got his first bucket in this one.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
Now Curry. From deep three-point range, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Jazz lead by 13. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 13-point lead. All right, Big Diesel, your take.
The job that guys have done in the post has been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.